It's an NES.
Oh, okay.
I would want at least 150 for it.
Okay. Does it have games with it and everything?
Yeah, it does have games.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at it at least and see if there's anything. Okay. You didn't have anything newer or anything? Even like Wii or DS or things like that?
I have a Wii, but...
Oh, okay, like some of the little things for Skylanders.
Yeah. We clearly haven't used it in a while.
Oh, okay.
There's probably a disc in there, too.
Here's the 64.
Oh, okay.
Or not 64, but Super Nintendo.
Oh, okay.
64?
Nintendo. I'm taking a dick right now. It's early in the morning.
You know how much you'd want for the Wii stuff?
What will you offer? I have no idea. This one's probably inside the kit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that or Wii Sports.
Would you do 30 on that stuff?
Sure.
For everything?
For everything?
Yeah.
30? I'll do 40.
I know it was missing the cables, so that was kind of why I did 30 instead of 40, because I have to go buy the video cable.
Oh wait, what's this?
That's the power one, but there's no video one in there.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I know they sell them.
I didn't see a sensor bar.
You mean like an HDMI cord?
No, they have a proprietary one. And is the sensor bar like maybe on the TV still? I don't know. I don't see that one either.
The sensor bar. Oh, that long thing?
Yeah, the thing that's
Can you do 35?
yeah, I guess I'll do 35.
Okay.
Another Saturday out with the beloved character Objo Dad. We're in a citywide sale. If you like the garage sale videos, make sure to like, comment down below with what you've been picking up lately at the garage sales. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're going to see what's up out here and hopefully hit a good amount of sales. So let's go. Saturday pickup recap. Not an amazing day, not too bad, but kind of a smaller day. I went to a full community sale and there was probably only like 25 sales out there, which was kind of small for a community sale, but got some stuff. First sale I went to was part of like a neighborhood sale where there are like 5 houses doing something. And I got a Wii bundle. Asked about games, as you saw. Well, I don't know how much of the video came out, but asked about games. Said they had a Super Nintendo. I asked that they said they'd want 154. And it was, I ended up seeing it. It was not very good bundle. It was 3 games. It was a sports game, Mario World, and Super Return of the Jedi, which is not very good for $150. Not a good buy. But then I kind of listed more stuff off. I mentioned Wii stuff because they had like a kid who was probably about Wii age now. And they were ready to get rid of the Wii. So I offered 30. They wanted 40. And I told them there's no sensor bar or video cable. You can hear Objo Dad in the video saying like, oh, well, he has cables. And I'm like, going to the nursing home for that one. Because I always use no cables as a bargaining chip, kind of. To be like, oh, well, there's no cables, you know. I'm going to have to track down cables, buy cables. He doesn't need to, I don't know why he had to let them know I had cables. But I ended up getting it for 35 we settled on. And pretty standard Wii bundle. Nothing too exciting. Wii system. Wii Sports, which was in there. Brawl, which was in there. The discs are in good shape, at least. Marvel Superhero Squad with maybe the most cursed-looking characters of all time. That Thor is so hideous, and like, I don't know, that Wolverine. That Wolverine is eldritch. That thing is awful. Power Rangers Samurai, which it's kind of actually an uncommon game, believe it or not. You don't see this very often. It was a pretty late release Wii game. Not worth anything, but not one you see very often. And then Skylanders Racing. So pretty standard Wii bundle. Nothing to write home about, but not a bad deal there. Other than that, I started out then at the neighborhood sale. First sale I went to, Sonic Mega Collection for $3. Unfortunately, I didn't notice when I was there. It's pretty water damaged, so that's a shame. Probably not a great buy, but only $3, I guess. Not a huge deal. And then at the last sale I went to, I bookended it with finding things. This was just sitting out for $10. PS3 Slim. It had some kind of liquid on it. I don't know. Like, looks like some jizz on here. I have no idea. But $10 is $10. Good deal. Clean that thing up, get it on eBay. So not a bad Saturday, but not, you know, extraordinary by any means. Alright, Thursday morning out here for another neighborhood sale that is also a community sale. So there's a neighborhood sale going on, and then the whole community in general is also having a sale. So I'm out here, it's 8:20 right now. Online it didn't say what time this neighborhood sale started. It starts at 9. I just got out here, this is about an hour away from my house, so I just got out here early enough to, you know, cover my bases here. But I've hit one already. They said they had a Wii, but all they could find was the games, and they brought out quite possibly the worst bundle of games I've ever seen in my life. But I found a few sales here now, and we're going to hit them.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're sort of trying to price things, but there might be a lot of things that aren't priced, so just
Okay.
ask if you have an interest.
Okay. So I didn't get to film much of that, but just because of the way the garage sale set up and how she kept just throwing stuff at me. But I found this bundle here. Found the Game Boy stuff first. I paid $30 for this, and you'll see everything in the pickup recap. I started just finding the manuals, and then I found NES with, very happy to see the box for Contra. So that is great. And I paid $25 for that. So pretty good all around, and there's a Mario Duck Hunt inside. So pretty nice all around. Cannot complain at all with this bundle. And this was just, I found this randomly off the street after things weren't really working out with the neighborhood sale. So I'm going to keep going out here in this community. Another find out here. Doing alright. I don't usually buy Atari stuff, and I don't know how much of that came across on camera, but for $30 it was a 2600 Junior, which I might actually just keep for myself for fun, because I like that little system. And then a lot of games, probably 30 games, and a lot of games I've never seen before. I don't know the most about Atari, but usually with Atari stuff you see the commons a lot, but this was a lot of games I've never seen before, so I took a chance on it. We'll see how it works out, and we'll go through it in the pickup recap, because I have no idea what's in there. That one was pretty funny there. You saw the PlayStation 1 for $85 and the Genesis games for $15 each, and they were like all sports games or nothing very interesting. It should be mentioned that that is a probably $500,000 house that I just walked out of that was having that sale, so not sure why they felt the need to kind of money grub on that stuff. CDs were $3 each, and a PlayStation 1 controller was $10, so that one marked video games. I kind of just, since this is a neighborhood sale, I kind of set it as a community-wide sale. I've just set it as a destination and decided that I would go to it and hit the sales on the way. So now I'm going to try to find another destination, because I don't know this area very well. I don't come out here very often, so we'll have to see how this goes. Yeah, I'll take a look at you guys here.
PS3, got Call of Duty,
Oh, okay.
and I have Grand Theft in here.
Oh, okay.
Some hiding in here.
Did you want it?
No.
I know we kind of had a discussion about it.
Oh.
We're
Here goes.
fine.
Oh, okay. Do you know how much you want for everything?
What do you want? I mean,
What do you want to offer?
yeah, make it on. There's two remotes,
Okay.
both wireless.
Size it is. Would you do 40 for everything?
Sure.
kind of wandering around aimlessly for a while. I kept getting turned around and going back to sales I'd already been to, so I decided I gotta get completely out of this neighborhood. I have my seatbelt on, so I don't know why the sensor's going on. I had to get completely out of that whole area, and I decided to go to another area where I found an allotment sale. You saw the footage, hopefully. Got a PS3 with a few games, nothing special. PS3's in the box, had 2 controllers, which is nice to see. Everything was nice shape, and I got some Legos, everything for 50 bucks, so that'll be in the pickup recap as well. But hopefully, I'm still out here. It's 11:03 now, so hour 3 of being out here. We're going to keep seeing how things are going to go, and hopefully there's more sales in this allotment. It said allotment sale, but that was the only one I saw, so we're going to have to see what's going on and hopefully find some more sales out here. Alright, so I got the back seat filled up pretty nicely. I have about 45-minute drive home. I think I'm about done out here, unless we find some more sales. So I'm going to start heading back. Alright, a pretty successful Thursday. I was a little concerned at first. I was going to an allotment sale that was also part of a larger community sale, about an hour away from me. I was a little concerned, you know, gas prices pretty high. Driving out that way, it's like really hot out, so I was like, man, I hope this is worthwhile, but there's nothing going on near me. It ended up being pretty worthwhile, so I didn't find anything at the first allotment sale, but I did, on my way, I was early, so on my way to go to the bathroom, actually, I ran into a sale and saw some Game Boy manuals sitting out, some GBA manuals, and asked about games. The manuals weren't anything exciting. That's just an ad for the player. Mario Advance 4 manual. This is the manual for Fire. This is just an ad for Fire Emblem. Yeah, this is just an ad for different RPGs on the system. I've seen that one before. And then the rest of the game manuals here. SpongeBob movie. And F-Zero GP Legend. But I did ask about it, and it was actually tucked away in this nice carrying case in really good shape. The Game Boy Advance SP. So I ended up getting this bundle here for $30. Came with a... Ooh, I didn't even notice this. Came with a link cable, which these hold some pretty good value. I didn't even notice that was in there. Nice little bonus there. Really great condition red system. Just a 001. With probably the game I find more than any other game aside from Frogger on the Game Boy Advance. The game inside, man, you could tell this thing was never used because it's like hard to get the games out. The woman said she got it as a gift and never used it. She was an older woman, so I'm not sure why she got it, but Namco Museum's in there, which I find this all the time. But system's like in immaculate shape. I mean, there's not a scratch on this thing. I might, if my red system's not in better condition than this one, I might switch this out one for mine, because this is in immaculate condition. Definitely well taken care of. And in the games, there was a charger in here, and games were alright, nothing spectacular. Super Mario Advance 4, like we saw the manual for. SpongeBob Movie, like we saw the manual for. Is this developed by Way Forward? I know they did a lot of the SpongeBob games from that era, and they're pretty decent. A card game, Ultimate Card Games, and the F-Zero GP Legend, which I don't think I have, so now I have that in the manual. So yeah, 30 bucks was a good deal, and as I was asking about other games, she's like, oh no, I didn't see anything like, I don't have anything else like that. And then she said like, oh, did you see this beautiful Nintendo over here? And I completely missed this box, because it was like covered up by something else. But I found there was an NES system. Like I said, I don't really deal with NES systems too much anymore, but she said this is another one that's just been sitting around forever. Inside of it was Mario Duck Hunt, of course. Like there's going to be anything else. What is this down here at the bottom? Everything else is pretty standard down here. Oh, okay. I got a graduation necklace from the class of '99. Yeah, class of 99 graduation necklace. Never opened up. Anyone in the class of 99, leave it down in the comments below. I'm not going to bother shipping that, but if you were in the class of 1999, comment down below. But obviously, you guys saw in the pickup recap, the real winner of this bundle here was, of course, Contra was in here. But not just the Contra game, the box and manual as well, which I don't have this for the collection. I don't have a complete in box copy for the collection, so I'm really happy about that. Really great. That NES bundle was 25 bucks. So really nice deal there as well. And this woman seemed about as happy as you could possibly be to get this stuff out of the house. I was probably more happy to get that stuff. So really nice find there. Where do I want to go next? I'm going to save, you guys might have seen the Atari bundle, you might not have. I'm going to save that for last because I know not everyone's too interested in Atari stuff, so I'm just going to keep going and then we'll circle back to that. Let's see. This is interesting content, guys. I'll go to the 3DS little bundle I got here. A little high priced, but not horrible. Some 3DS games here. 5 each on these. Mario Kart 7. This was on camera, I know. Mario 3D Land. And then some loose ones, also 5 each. Super Princess Peach, which that's a good find for 5. And Mario Party DS, which not an amazing find for 5, but I have an extra case manual for it, so I figured why not. And then they had a 3DS. You can see they had it marked at 75. I asked if they'd go any lower, and we agreed on 50, so I ended up paying 70 for everything I got here at this sale. I've never seen this purple color. Like, I knew it existed, but I've never come across it. Probably a little too scratched for me. It's not coming up very well on the camera, but it is that really nice purple. Good shape. Doesn't have the original stylus, but what matters is that the screens look pretty nice. Obviously, a lot of people might know the 3DS has probably one of the worst designs I've ever seen in the fact that the bottom screen, when closing it and putting it in your pocket, will always scratch the top screen. So it's just a baffling design. And so all these 3DSs have, you can kind of see them a little bit, these lines on the side. Very annoying, but that was a 3DS, 2 chargers, and those games for 70 for the bundle there. Not too bad. Went to one sale here, and they had some Wii games out. Nothing spectacular. I think I might have had to cut this out too because they were like playing copyright music. But I asked if he had any game stuff or any systems for the Wiis, and he said he didn't bring the Wii systems out because he didn't test them. He didn't know if they worked. So he brought out this bag. It had a Wii remote and nunchuck in here. Looks like an off-brand Wii remote. Look at this off-brand Wii remote. It's probably not going to come across. It's so light. Like, it feels so crappy. I've never seen this. It feels like horrible, but Wii Motion Plus was in there. And then 2 Wiis. I turned them both on and checked to see if there was any discs in there. This one, surprisingly, sounded fine and ejected the disc just fine, so I'm going to guess this one works. And usually if someone has 2 of the same system, it's because one of them stopped working. This one, when I turned it on and tried to do the disc tray, there was nothing in the disc tray, but disc tray was like really sounding bad. But we got a nice little bonus game in here. Wii Sports Resort was in one of them, which is a pleasant surprise. So glad to get that. So I paid him 20 bucks for that stuff I offered. Seemed fine for me to take it off his hands for that price. So that is good. What else did we get from this day? Yeah, I'll go for that one. I went to one sale. They had some boxed Legos out. These were like already put together, but they look like all the pieces are here for the most part, and the risk is pretty low for what they go for. So I got this Harry Potter Lego set for $5. And I saw this one. It was going for all right. It's a bigger set. So I got that. And then I got this smaller one for $9. I don't know what year these are. They look more modern because, yeah, 2019. This one also was in good shape. I like doing the Lego stuff on occasion, usually only if it's like has some value to it, and especially if in the box. These weren't new, but I did get a sealed Lego set later on in the day. So those came to $9, and I asked if they had video game stuff, and she had her husband bring out PS3 system. It had 3 games with it, 2 Call of Duties, GTA 5, nothing too exciting. System was in the box though, so I gave them $50 for everything. So I paid technically $41 for this PS3 stuff, so that's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Let's see what else. This was probably the dud deal of the day, and even then it wasn't too bad. Guy brought out some 360 stuff after I asked, and I offered him 20 just because I didn't really want it that much. He came back with 25, and I was like, for 25 it's worth the risk. So I'll go through them real quick. Everything looks like it's in good shape, which is good, and there's one game in here. I want to check to see if this one that sells for pretty decent, so I'll be able to recoup my money. Okay. Yeah, so it came with, I usually don't go for original model 360s, but it came with an original model 360. I try to avoid these like the plague just because their failure rate is so bad, but he said that this one still works. It has a big refurbished sticker on it, so I'm going to guess it was refurbished, but even then I don't sell them on eBay. I'll just trade it in because I don't want to have to deal with, shipping something that big. It's going to be pricey, and then if it doesn't, if it breaks in transit, then I'm kind of screwed. So that'll just be a trade. But the games I got here, there was a Kinect in there as well, and 2 controllers, which was probably the highlight. I have a hard time finding 360 controllers that aren't, just down bad. And these were in good shape. So this was pretty much what sealed the deal, because I always need 360 controllers to pair with 360s. Adds a decent amount of value on my eBay listings. So these were good shape. So that is good. And yeah, the games in here, the best one was Black Ops 2, which goes for about $15 if you weren't aware. That's a game you can easily find. It's everywhere. So keep an eye out for that one. If you can get it cheap, it does go for like $15 pretty reliably on eBay. Kinect Adventures. What's a 360 bundle with a Kinect without Kinect Adventures? Same for Dance Central 2. See those a lot. Wipeout. Dance Central. A lot of Kinect junk. Kinect Sports, a lot of crap here. And then Modern Warfare 2. Yeah. Modern Warfare 3. And Black Ops 1. So, as you can see, very, very uninteresting bundle of games there. But the price was right. Especially with controllers. The price was right. So, can't complain too much. Let's see where else we can go from here. I didn't get this on camera because I just left my camera or my phone in the car to charge. But there's a DS for $5. Black DS system. No game in it or anything. It doesn't power on, but I'm going to just guess because it's dead. But it's in good shape otherwise. It is missing the Game Boy door, but what can you do? Missing the original stylus, but that usually doesn't matter. But $5. Can't go wrong with a little DS for $5. Let's see here. This was a pretty good one. This is my last find of the day, actually. Stopped at one that I found a sign. They had some games out, as you saw in the video clip. Nothing too great, though. But they did have a few things interesting I was able to make a bundle deal for. There's a sealed Lego set, War Machine Buster. I saw this one going for like $30. They had $15 on it. Sealed Lego stuff. Once again, guys, just a quick look up and a quick scan. Even if it, it's 10 going into 30, there's no work involved with sealed Lego sets. It's pretty easy money if you can do it. And for me, it's just more money I can put into garage selling. And then I got this controller. This is a pretty cool looking controller. Might keep this one for myself. I'll have to see. Could someone let me know what this came from? Is this a Design Labs controller, or was this with a special edition system? It didn't look like the Forza controller that they put out, but this is a nice controller. Either way, I got the bundle for 20, so 10 each. Not too bad there. And I'll go into the Atari stuff now, so if you're not too interested in Atari stuff, skip ahead to the games. But this is a pretty good Atari lot. So I don't collect Atari stuff anymore. I used to, but I just kind of sold it off. It was taking up space, and it's just not something... I talk a lot about in my collecting tips videos, just focusing your collection a little bit, and that was when I was like collecting everything, and I kind of traded that stuff off and focused more on, collecting Dreamcast and N64 and stuff that I really like. So I don't have an Atari anymore, but I might keep this Atari 2600 Junior that came in here. So there is one of these little guys. I like this little system. I think it's fun. I might keep this for myself just to have around. It's small enough and pretty interesting little system. That came out, if I'm not mistaken, like while the NES was out, like mid '80s. So it was kind of no one really bought it kind of type thing. But yeah, there's a lot of games in this lot. They only had $30 on this, so I got this whole thing for $30. There's a few like $15 games in here. A lot of just, commons, but there's some interesting weird games I've never seen before. And then there's another 2600 system at the bottom. First game is a mystery game. I don't know. No end label. The end label got torn off, so I don't know what this is. 79 Mattel game. If anyone can tell me what this is. It's not really going to do much good, because I'll probably just put it in anyway. But boxing. Real sports boxing. Classic Atari Pac-Man. Awful port of that game. Everyone knows that. Space Invaders. You gotta love Garage Sale, man. He was telling me he has a lot of Nintendo and Sega stuff in his attic. That's partially why I bought this stuff too, is to be like, hey, here's some money. And then I gave him my number and everything, and I was like, hey, I can pay you a lot more for Nintendo and Sega stuff if you have. Because he said he had like pretty much as much Nintendo and Sega stuff as he has Atari stuff here. So, Blackjack. This is a telegames game. Which I always thought was interesting. Can you imagine if just like Target put out a Xbox that played Xbox games, but it was called like the Target T-Box or something? It'd be awesome. That's not working anymore. That's not going to happen. Basketball. Not too exciting. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Another kind of classic, well-known Atari game. One of the better ones in here, Ghostbusters. Unfortunately with Atari stuff is that the labels start peeling. This is another about $15 game, Activision's Kung Fu Master. So, keep an eye out for that one. Yar's Revenge. Yay. Star Raiders. Demons to Diamonds. That's the first little thing here. There's another one. So, a few games that fell out of them. Lock and Chase. Which, this is a 7800 game, isn't it? Or was this just, I don't know. I thought the 78, I used to have a 7800 too. Probably shouldn't have sold that off, but oh well. Missile Command with the label just falling off. In case one wasn't enough, we have another Missile Command. This one looks busted though. You can kind of see, yeah, it's like coming apart here. Oh well, not a big loss. Asteroids. Berserk. Probably not based off the manga. Just dropped some Atari games. Combat. Trying to find a place to put this. This is another good, better one here. About $15 or so, 12, 15 bucks. Jedi Arena. Firefighter. Nice. Shout out to all firefighters out there. I bet that playing that game is just like your job. Laser Blast from Activision with that falling off. Super Challenge Football. Running out of places for this stuff. Winter Games label falling off. Super Challenge Baseball. Summer Games label peeling off. These season games weren't holding up so well. Another one you don't see very often, Karate from Froggo Games. So, nice. This is another pretty decent one, Taito's Frontline. Look at this. This is awesome. Cover art maze. I don't get what this cover art has to do with the game, but that's awesome. Defender, of course. Classic. Classic. It's like that Donkey video where he's watching people's game collections and they're just going classic, classic. Title Match Pro Wrestling. I think that's another pretty decent one. And then Chopper Command. So that's all the Atari games. I think there's about 30 there. With the Atari Junior and then a wood Atari here as well. I'm not working with much space here. Got a wood Atari here as well. Seen better days. So, 30 bucks for all that. I figured I couldn't really go wrong. I haven't done Atari stuff in a while, so, I'll throw it a bone every once in a while, but not my favorite system, but good deal. Probably trade a lot of that stuff, and hopefully it'll amount to something. Other than that, that is it for my big day out. Really successful day. Contra completing box, I think, a highlight for me. That'll be a fun one to have in the collection because I have all 3 Castlevania games completed in box as well. So those will all be like next to each other. So that'll be cool. But other than that, we'll see what's going on Friday. Hopefully something. All right, I'm out here for Friday now. Got told already that there was already someone asking at one of these sales here. This is a neighborhood sale that starts at 9, but these 2 sales specifically start at 8. So got told that there was already someone asking. So I don't know where that person is. There's several other neighborhood sales around. I might try to hit those ones up because it's 8:01 right now. And it doesn't look like anyone else is opening. So I might see if anyone's going to open up at any of the other neighborhood sales since I'm out here so early. But, and maybe try to beat the competition to, you know, whatever's going on at these other sales. So we'll have to see, but hopefully there's some finds to be had. I do have a hard out today, so I won't be able to stay out very long, so I'm going to have to make the most of my time. Wasn't able to record at that last sale. They had kids, and I didn't want to be, you know, filming some person's kid. They were like running around everywhere, so I had to scrap that footage. But I did get this stuff here. Apparently there was someone already there before me who got Wii stuff. They had some Wii games out, nothing good. But why wouldn't they pick up Wii Sports? This person must be a bit of a rookie. So that was $1. And then I asked about games, so this person must not have been asking too much. Or the person did ask but didn't list. And this guy said he had this PS2, no cords or anything. I got this for $10. So good stop, and important to still ask. Whoever was asking must not be listing or anything. So always ask and start naming off stuff, because I think a lot of times when people ask for video games, they think you're looking for, you know, PS4 or PS5, stuff like that. So keep in mind. Alright, I'm here in my, I guess, first real neighborhood allotment sale. I don't know if I'll go back to that other one, because I don't think that neighborhood had too many people who were going to do it anyway. There's more like a street sale. So I decided I'm just going to come here and see what's going on. So let's go and hopefully find some good stuff. I got to get out of these wealthy neighborhoods because they're not doing me a whole lot of good. But I got to see like a real-life boomer breakdown. I have the clip of it, but it won't be getting sent to any... I'm not going to post it, obviously, but no Karen compilations out here. But I go up to a sale and just kind of walk up. They look like they're pretty much almost set up. So I ask, like, oh, are you going to... They tell me nice. The woman tells me nicely, like, oh, we're not quite set up yet. And I was like, oh, that's fine. And I stand at the end of the driveway, and I'm like, oh, you're not going to have any old video games or anything like that. And the husband is like, well, we're not set up yet. It was so obnoxious. Oh, there's a car coming out here in front of this one. It was so obnoxious. So I'm like, oh, okay, buddy, see ya. You know, I'm polite about it. I know it's early, but I mean, most sales that start at 9 know they're going to get people here at 8. Every other sale in this neighborhood's like set up pretty much, so just kind of ridiculous. And then like probably 5 other cars park in front of the house as I'm leaving and start walking up, and he's like, this is insane! Like, he's freaking out. It was crazy. So that's the kind of fun you get to have out at the garage sales.
There's a couple like this.
Oh, okay. Like a Game Boy Advance one there. Okay.
Here's another box.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking for? Do you have video games?
Ah, okay. This one here.
Nothing video game. No, the only thing are those stock old ones, and they don't want to part with them.
Ah, okay.
Oh, they don't want to part with them. That's what he's looking for, the old Nintendo and stuff. That's what he's got, right?
Yeah, there's a few Game Boy ones in here, yeah. Oh, I see. I think I see another one down.
Here, and I would have thrown that stuff out. We gave it to Jason, because he might...
That's probably it. I know there are a few.
Okay.
We got
Alright, I think I figured out who my competition is because I've seen him out here before. So, going to just get ahead of him. I think I'm done in this neighborhood sale. I did get some Game Boy games. I don't know how well that footage is going to turn out, but I got Game Boy Advance game and 3 like Game Boy original, or 2 Game Boy Advance, 2 Game Boy original games for $1 is what he wanted for him. So, not bad. Other than that, my phone is like overheating and it looks like it's tanking the frame rate on some of these videos. So hopefully they turn out okay, but I've been trying to have the air conditioning on and keeping it like on the air conditioning, so we'll see how that goes. But we're still out here. I'm gonna see where I can hit next, I suppose. Alright, have the Friday pickup recap. Wasn't out for very long. I was only out for about from like 7:30 to 9:30. So I had somewhere to be, so I couldn't stay out too long. But got some decent stuff. Wasn't in the best neighborhoods for looking for garage sales, I came to realize, but I got some decent stuff. First find of the day, they had some Wii stuff sitting out. Apparently someone had already been there and picked through the Wii stuff, but for some unexplainable reason, they did not grab a Wii Sports. So, got that for $1. And then the person must not have asked for games. So I asked for games and then list some stuff off. And the guy brought out a PS2 Slim. He only wanted $10 for it since it didn't have any cords or anything. Pretty good shape. A little bit scratched and scuffed, but nothing too bad. And it had a copy of Burnout 3 Takedown inside. So, not too bad there. Disc on that is scratched, but that's not the best disc-only game anyway. So that was nice. $11 total there. Next find. This footage was kind of odd, but you might have been able to make it out. Got some Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. They had these in their quarter bins, so they had even if they had prices on them already, they must have been old because they were just a quarter each. So I got these four for $1. Big Hurt. What does this say? Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball. Okay, don't have that one, so that'll be to the collection. Don't have International Superstar Soccer, so I was able to get that one. Too bad it wasn't the N64 games. Didn't have this one, F14 Tomcat. Probably won't keep that one, not very interesting. I'd like keeping the original Game Boy stuff, but not really advanced stuff that's not good. Then one I already had that I'll sell is Mario Advance 2. So, $1 there, very nice. Very low cost day today, which is nice because I was spending several $100 pretty much every day. So it's nice to have a day where it's like, all right, let's let the game money cash flow start coming back. Other than that, I went to one more sale. I asked about game stuff. Woman gave me a bag. I could see a Wii in it, and she said $5, and I took it. Ended up having a Wii, like I said. A Wii that's seen better days, but powered on okay and ejected the disc okay. So I'm going to assume it is not going to have any problems. Missing a door, but I always have extra doors. Had all the cables with it, which is nice. And then, of course, I open it up. And what do I find but a Wii Sports Resort disc. So nice little bonus there. So yeah, $17 today. Pretty good, value for what I paid. So pretty good day overall. Can't complain. But that'll be it for this week of garage sale pickups. Make sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below with what you've been able to pick up lately, with what you think of my finds, anything you know about the Atari stuff. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Twitter @ObjoGaming, and until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching.